House of Representatives Committee on Judiciary has called for the review of the Nigerian judicial officers' remuneration. Chairman of the committee, Honorable Onofiok Luke, made this call during the 2022 budget defense of the judiciary in Abuja. Luke also called for a special intervention fund for the Nigerian judiciary while lamenting the poor state of infrastructural development and welfare of staff as compared to their contemporaries across the globe. He says for the judiciary to discharge its obligations effectively, the President and the Federal Executive Council recently increased the budget of the judiciary from 110 billion naira to 120 billion naira for the next 3 years.
We want to still put on record that even though the competing demands of the judiciary, they need to put in place a better living and working condition for our judicial officers. They need to put in place technology that would make our courts room to be in line with what is obtainable in other climes is making the sum appropriated or sum budgeted inadequate. And we believe that as time goes on, there are going to be certain position we've been clamoring, and then we will continue to clamor for the federal government to have an intervention fund.
Honorable Luke also emphasized the need to create a secure environment for the judiciary while alluding to the recent raid of the home of Justice Mary Odili through a forged warrant from the Ministry of Justice.
Of great importance to this committee is the issue of security of our judicial officers. We have stated as a committee, and then we want to restate here again, that we should create an enabling environment, not only the working environment, not only a good living condition, but a secured environment for our judicial officers to operate without let or hindrance, without any fear of intimidation or harassment. That is why we want to use the opportunity and condemn the attack and on the Justice Honorable Justice Mary Odili, the Justice of the Supreme Court. And then we ask that this should not repeat itself. It happened in 2018, I think 2017 too. This should not be allowed to repeat itself because we are weakening the morale and the strength of our judicial officers.
In his response, the Executive Secretary of the Nigerian Judicial Council, Ahmed Saleh, applauded the Parliament for its persistence in agitating for the upward review of the judiciary budget. He, however, blamed the high exchange rate and inflation costs as reasons why the 2021 budget performed at 73% from January to October this year, forcing it to pass most of its projects to 2022.
Permit me to, at this point, before I proceed to the general overview of our 2020 proposals, make a few remarks pertaining our budget performance in the 2020 fiscal year. We, as at October, have been able to assess almost 80% of the total funds appropriated to the Nigerian judiciary. And we have equally been able to reach some milestones, remarkable milestones, in the sense that our budget performance and implementation is, as at October, about 73% performance and implementation.
A breakdown of the NJC budget for 2022 puts salaries and wages at 16.8 billion naira, pension and gratuity at 5.9 billion naira, total consolidation for the judiciary at 3.9 billion naira, total personnel at 32.2 billion naira, total capital at 33.8 billion naira, and statutory retirement benefits at 629 million naira. Anita Patrick, Core TV News, Abuja.